Social Security retirement benefits, the very important earnings limits you need to understand to avoid garnishment or reduction to your monthly benefit. I have all the details and everything you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. All right, so in this video, we are specifically talking about Social Security retirement benefits and the very important earnings limits you need to understand so that you can get your full benefit and avoid any type of garnishment or reduction to your monthly benefit. Now, full disclaimer, this is specifically focused on Social Security retirees. This is not pertaining to Social Security disability, otherwise known as SSDI, and this does not pertain to SSI, Supplemental Security Income. Both of those benefit types do have different limitations that we can talk about in a separate video. So just want to make that very clear so that we're all on the same page here before we get into it. So let's get into the details. All right, so like I said, there are some very specific limitations that we need to understand here for roughly 60 to 65 million Social Security retirees that are receiving monthly benefits every single month and an additional 10,000 people who are becoming eligible for benefits every single day. So as you can see here, Social Security has a lot on their plate. There's a lot of people that are receiving benefits. Therefore, they have very specific limits that they have put in place. And I want to make sure that you understand this so that you can continue getting your full benefit going forward. So let's get into all that information. But really quickly before we do, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. I'm here for you every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, to talk through very important topics just like what we're covering right here in this video, as well as to be here right by your side as your one and only daily advocate to help you out in any way that I can, keep you updated, and to point out any types of money, benefits, programs, or anything else that may pop up that you can take advantage of right here in this community. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get right into it. All right, so there's actually a few different moving parts when it comes to the earnings limits for Social Security retirees. Here's what they do. They have it broken down into people who are full retirement age, otherwise known as FRA, and those individuals who have started receiving benefits before their full retirement age. Here's the thing. The numbers are very, very different. So we've got to watch all this very closely. Depending on where you are, your age, and if you are within your full retirement age, as in you're receiving benefits after your FRA, or if you're receiving benefits before your FRA. It's a big, big difference here, so you got to know the difference here, okay? Now here's the thing. Everybody's situation is very, very different. Of course, I don't know your situation. However, just want to throw it out there that everybody's situation is different, and you probably understand your situation as in, are you receiving benefits before your full retirement age or are you not, right? You probably know that. In fact, when you went to apply for benefits, they probably made it very clear to you that you're receiving your benefits before full retirement age. If that is your case, they probably made that very clear to you. So anyway, just want to throw that out there so that we're all on the same page here once again. All right, so let's quickly talk about those of you who are receiving benefits prior to your full retirement age. By the way, you can start receiving Social Security benefits as early as the age of 62. Yes, so you can start receiving your benefits when you turn 62. However, this would be before your full retirement age. Let me lay this out for you really quickly here. So here's what it comes down to. Those individuals who were born in the year 1954 can start receiving benefits at age 66. That is considered your full retirement age. For those individuals born in 1955, your full retirement age is 66 and 2 months. 1956 is 66 and 4 months. 1957 is 66 and 6 months. 1958 is 66 and 8 months. 1959 is 66 and 10 months. And then, of course, anybody born 1960 or after your full retirement age is 67 years old. Okay, so now that we understand that, and again, if you're prior to your full retirement age, here's what we want to run through. Now, your benefits will be reduced in a pretty significant way if you start receiving your benefits prior to full retirement age. Again, we can talk about that in a separate video. However, let's specifically talk about the earnings limits. Here's the thing. As an individual or a beneficiary receiving benefits prior to your full retirement age, you can work and have an income However, here's the problem. You can only earn up to $19,560 over the course of the entire year as somebody receiving Social Security benefits prior to your FRA, full retirement age, without worry of garnishment or reduction to your benefits. So if you're somebody who is, say, 62, maybe up to 66 prior to your full retirement age, and you're working, here's what I would say. Be very aware of this number, $19,560 throughout the course of the entire year, okay? So you got to understand that number very, very clearly, because if you earn over that limit, they're going to garnish your benefit in a big, big way, like a big, big way, okay? We can talk about all that, all these numbers and stuff in a separate video, because honestly, that's going to open up a whole nother can of worms, which I'd like to talk about in a separate video. But the thing is, understand this number, because at the point of earnings over $19,560 as an individual receiving Social Security retirement benefits prior to your full retirement age, you may want to really consider that. Unless you're earning a lot of money on an hourly basis in each and every day, it may not make sense to earn anything more than that. Now, again, I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not your financial planner. Of course, I don't know your situation. I'm just simply saying, considering the amount of benefit they will be garnishing, you might be working for free for a little while after you exceed that $19,560 limit for an annualized basis. So again, I don't know your situation. I don't know your earnings. I don't know all that stuff. And honestly, I don't want to know that. It's not my business, okay? But the deal is, you might want to examine your situation, because it may be, maybe not very advantageous to continue working and earning over that $19,560 limit on an ongoing annualized basis, okay? Now, one more thing here, and then we'll talk about those individuals who are receiving Social Security benefits after full retirement age. This number that I just laid out for you does adjust higher a little bit each and every year. It's not much. $100, $150, $80, it's not much, okay? So we'll adjust every single year, but just want to let you know that this is the limit that they have for those individuals receiving prior to your FRA, full retirement age. All right, so now let's talk about those of you receiving benefits after your full retirement age. Again, reference that little timeline that I gave you a little while ago here. Those individuals are born 1954. Again, your full retirement age is 66. It increases by 2 months for every year, born up until 1960, where your full retirement age is 67 years old. Now, here's the thing. Once you hit full retirement age and you start receiving Social Security benefits, guess what your earnings limits are? Anything, unlimited. You can earn anything you want. There are no limits. Not bad, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Yes, so this is the coolest thing about those of you that are receiving Social Security benefits after your full retirement age. You have no limits on your earnings. You could go out and work and you could earn $10 a year, you could earn $100,000 a year, you could earn $1 million a year. There is no limit on your earnings. It does not matter one bit. So another thing too, I'm going to throw out there very, just so that all of us understand, you do not need to work unless you want to, or unless you decide to go back to work for, whatever reasons you decide. I just want to make that very clear so that I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying you have to work. No. If you're receiving benefits and you're in your full retirement age, or you're even not your full retirement age, if you're receiving benefits, by all means, enjoy life, do whatever you got to do. Work is not required. It is completely 100% optional. But again, some people in retirement enjoy going back and maybe working a part-time job, maybe 10, 15 hours a week, something like that, just to get out of the house a couple times a week and just go and enjoy and do something, right? But again, not required, totally optional. You got to do what's best for you in your situation. So another thing that's really cool, like I said, those of you receiving benefits after your full retirement age, the sky's the limit. You can earn as much as you want. You can earn as little as you want. There are no limitations at all. Pretty cool stuff, right? Anyway, that's what's cool about it. But again, for those of you prior to your full retirement age, please be very aware of that number that I threw out there a little bit ago, $19,560 on an annualized basis every single year. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not run the calculation on that to see what it comes out to on a monthly basis. But let's see really quickly. It comes out to about $1,500. Again, roughly. That's just my rough mental math right there. 15, maybe like 16. Yeah, it's about $1,500 to $1,600. I apologize. I was just trying to really quickly calculate it in my head. It's about $1,500 to $1,600 a month. So again, not too bad, but at the end of the day, it's not a ton either, right? But it would certainly help your benefits going forward, if you wanted to work a little bit and earn up to that limit. So just be aware of that. Just want to let you know these are very important numbers to understand, especially for those of you that are receiving benefits prior to your FRA. You got to understand this. But for those of you that are receiving your benefits after FRA, you're good to go. Sky's the limit. Do whatever you got to do. Here's one more thing that I want to throw out there just for best practices going forward. If you are somebody receiving benefits, best practices would be call the Social Security Administration, have a conversation with an agent, tell them your intentions, whether you are currently working or you decide to start working. Just tell them everything. The best thing to do as a beneficiary is be transparent with them, because you just never know, and you want to make sure that they understand everything going on with you, your work history, and as far as any work that you may start to engage in going forward, because they just probably want to understand this stuff and they want to recognize as well as record it in your file just so they have all that information. Just because in the event, that maybe you start working and you earn over the limit, I don't know. It just seems like it would open up a whole new can of worms that completely be unnecessary, that could all be solved with just a simple phone call, giving them a call, letting them know what's going on, and just tell them your intentions. So anyway, hope this video helps you out. Again, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. I'm very much dedicated to you and this community to help you out in any way that I possibly can. And of course, share this video with your friends, family, and social media who are retirees, who are close to retirement, who are receiving benefits, anybody like this. Hopefully they can find this video helpful as well. And again, let me know what I can do to help you down in the comments section. Leave your comments, your questions, and your feedback down below. I do my best to read as many as possible, and of course, respond to as many as possible as well. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.